Brendan Manu is the rider that made the best of the starts. They sort themselves out on the far side. And I do believe it's Mitch Godden has made himself to the front and making out those new leathers for him this season. And Mitch Godden gets to the front. Neville Tatum's right there with him. Brendan Manu trying to come through as well. He goes up in the second place. And Neville Tatum has got himself out in front. Mitch Godden still battling for that third place. And a little bit of a gap now between first and second. It is Neville Tatum that's got the lead. But Paul Cooper it was who was coming all the way around the outside. And Paul Cooper got himself up into second place. Well, I'm looking for Jason Handley coming through, and that's the rider you can see in third place. Neville Tatum looks over his shoulder. He's got Paul Cooper and Jason Handley second and third to him. Brendan Manu is the rider in fourth place at the moment. Mitch Godden, the early leader, back in fifth. As the checkered flag is raised. It is going to be another win for number 25, Neville Tatum. He takes the checkered flag. Paul Cooper in second, Jason Handley in third. Here we go for number 25, that's Neville Tatum, he takes the win. In second place, number 11, Paul Cooper. In third place, number 95, Jason Handley. In fourth place, number 7, Brendan Manu. And fifth place, number 9, Mitch Godden. Sixth place there, number 15, Martyn Sturgeon. Seventh place, number 18, Mark Tillman. No other finishes there. The winning time was 128.00, in fact 128 exactly. 60.99 the average speed, 128 exactly the winning time. But John Halsey, number 13, he goes in, where does he go? He is in rate 19 in your programme. That's John Halsey, number 13, 2 rides and 2 wins. Number 24, Rob Wilson and Ian Whale. They go, in fact, in race 21. They were 2 rides and 2 wins. Closest to them on 12 points is number 25, Colin Blackburn. And then we've got John Hiscock, 184, and number 2, Steve Smith, on 11 points. We don't, in fact, see any of those in this first ride. James Rogers and Mark Cossa are on 9 points from their first 2 rides. And none of the other riders are anywhere near them, although we know that Rob and Tristan Winterburn have had some tough rides tonight. They'll be looking to get good points from this one, I would have thought. And interestingly enough, they've got this outside gate that has proved dividends for other riders. Oh, they sort themselves out as they go into that first turn. Oh, as they now go down that back straight. It looks like Trevor Colvin at the moment that's got it, but I'll pick that up for you as they come round. Oh, it is number 9, Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley that have got the lead. Rob Winterburn in second, Simon Wall is up there in third. Oh, that's James Rogers that now has got himself into third place. And as they sort themselves out going into this bottom turn, James Rogers and Mark Corsa looking for the outside line to go around the outside of Rob Winterburn. And indeed they do it. They get into second place. So Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley getting away, or are they? They have just got the lead from in second place now, James Rogers and Mark Corsa. Rob Winterburn is trying to stay close to the back wheel of James Rogers. And Simon Wall is not out of contention. He's still sitting there in fourth. Now, James Rogers, will he make a challenge on Myles Simmons? He's got a lot closer to him this time. Much better ride from James Rogers this time as he goes down the back straight. He's still close to Myles Simmons. Oh, there's the battle for first and second, and Simon Wall wants to get in on it as well because he's got into that third place as he goes into the last turn, but Myles Simmons gets it. James Rogers in second, Simon Wall in third, Rob Winterburn in fourth. Number 9, Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. In second place, number 4, That's James Rogers and Mark Cosser. In third place, number 21, Simon Wall and Paul Phillips. Fourth place, number 48, Rob Winterburn and Tristan Winterburn. In fifth place, number 99, Trevor Colvin and Terry Suter. And in sixth place, number 118, Wayne Westerway and Mark Courtney. 1:33.56 was the winning time. 57.37. 57.37. To please refrain, and indeed all around the circuit, from using flash photography. Obviously, as we start to lose the daylight, the halogens will come into play, but if I could ask you not to use flash photography, it can be very distracting for the riders and in turn very dangerous. So, race 19, we see Rob Bradley and Jason Gill come to the line. Duncan Tolhurst, Paul Whitelam, John Halsey. Number 8 is our reserve Steve Smith. And number 5, Matt from Roller. And you remember that Matt from Roller did not come out for his last ride. And I'm disappointed to see that he hasn't come out again this time. So obviously disappointing problems for Matt from Roller and Andy Wilson tonight. They in the past have had some superb results here in Sidecar Super Cup. The starter beckoning John Halsey to come into line as quickly as he can. There isn't going to be a sixth competitor. Jason waits patiently. Joins his rider. Remember that Paul Whitelam, who's just on the inside of John Halsey, had a much better result in his second ride. Best of it, but it's nothing in it at the moment as they all come together in that first turn. John Halsey looking to wind his way through as he goes down the back straight. It is John Halsey that just makes the better of it as he comes on the inside, but he's not going to keep it. It changes as he goes into that bottom turn, and John Halsey comes back again as Paul Whitelam's in all sorts of trouble. He got the lead and then he had quickly taken back from John Halsey. As we look across the far side, it is John Halsey and Jason Glennie that go into that bottom turn, leading as they have done for their first two races tonight. Paul Whitelam thought he might have made the better of it, but he's now in second place. Rob Bradley in third, Duncan Tolhurst in fourth. So can John Halsey make it 3 out of 3? That's exactly what he's looking to do at the moment. As he flies down that back straight, he's starting to get a bit of an advantage now between him and Paul Whitelam. And Paul Whitelam's crew, I'm sure, will be sitting in the pits thinking, is this going to be enough? That disappointing first ride where they spun on the top end. Duncan Tolhurst now having a go at Rob Bradley and getting himself up into third place. A good scrap going on for that third place. But as always, we look to the front and we go into that last turn with John Halsey and Jason Glennie looking to make it 3 out of 3 as they see the checkered flag. They're on song tonight. The win for number 13, he's continuing to do it. He goes for maximum points. After 3 rides, he's got 3 sevens, making 21. In third place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Kevin Jones. In third place, number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and Rob Patterson. In fourth place, number 87, Rob Bradley and Jason Gill. In fifth place, number 8, and that is our replacement Steve Smith and Fraser Sutherland. The winning time was 1:33.31, 1:33.31, 57.52. So race 20, and we've now quickly seen that there's no number 15 Ivor Matthews, so problems. We knew that he wasn't performing up to his normal standard. He's now pulled out of the meeting. Thomas right on the inside. As he managed to do it, he's been shut off as he goes into that first turn. And as they sort themselves out going down that back straight, we've got Matt Tyrrell leading from in second place. I can't quite make out at the moment, but that looks like outfit number 1, Mike Day and Martyn Smith. No, Andy Simons is third. Richard Thomas battling with him though on the inside of him going into that pit turn. It is Matt Tyrrell and Sean Yates that lead. Mike Day and Martyn Smith in second place to them. Oh, they come up past me and they've got themselves a little bit spread out now. Paul Johnson, the rider, up behind Richard Thomas at the moment. No passing at the moment. They really are all stringing themselves out as the lights start to take a hold as we lose the sun. One more lap to go for Matt Tyrrell and Sean Yates. They've been scoring steadily tonight with a second and a third, so this is going to put them in good stead for that fourth leg ride. And there now looks to be a battle for that fourth place as Paul Johnson's gone round the outside. He's gone very, very wide. Richard Thomas will probably come back underneath him on the exit. As they come towards the line, it's going to be close. For number 69, their first of the evening, Matt Tyrrell and Sean Yates. In second place, number 1, there's Mick Day and Martyn Smith. In third place, number 93, Andy Simons and Nicky Owen. Fourth place, number 7, Paul Johnson and Mark Brewster. Fifth place, number 60, Richard Thomas and Jason Barry. The winning time, 134.18, 134.18, 56.99. 56.99 they're averaging. Number 23, Gary Jackson, has not scored well so far. Can he now put a spanner in the works? Number 18, Gary Parmiter. He had a great first ride and then problems by hitting the boards in his second ride. And let's not forget number 184, John Hiscock and Gareth Bemister. Going well at the moment on 11 points, so they've only dropped 3 points over the 2 rides. It's not going to be easy, but can Rob Wilson and Ian Well stay with John Halsey and Jason Glennie? So they might pick up on the dirt from one of the previous dug channels. But nobody really has made a good start from the inside so far tonight. Well, I'd also see coming to the line, I'd missed in the points tally that number 2, Steve Smith, goes in this one as well. So this one's really going to sort the points out. And remember that we've seen some great starts from the outside gates. They stay wide going into the bend, and Gary Parmiter gets away very well indeed. Well, it all closes up and exactly the same things happen. It's those 2 outside gates have got himself to the front and the bunch comes together in the middle of that first bend, and they sort themselves out going down that back straight as Gary Parmiter has got himself to the front as they go round that second turn. Colin Blackburn is on the inside of him. Gary Jackson trying to go around the outside, but it's still Gary Parmiter with Colin Blackburn on the inside of him. Steve Smith now trying to get on the action as Gary Jackson tries to get through as well. Gary Jackson has got through. Problems for Gary Parmiter. That was a tremendous start for Gary, but he's hit problems and pulls off into the centre green. Colin Blackburn and Paul Whitelam Jr. have got the lead, but only just from Gary Jackson and Carl Gill. Steve Smith and Carl Squirrel watching what's going on in front of them as Gary Jackson tries to go wide. Colin Blackburn tries to respond, but he's lost the drive coming out of that top bend. Gary Jackson took advantage. He got the wheels in line a lot quicker and he drove down that back straight. Oh, let's just see what happens as they come round past me. Colin Blackburn got out of it. Steve Smith is under pressure from Rob Wilson. And Rob Wilson has got a lot to do because he's got 3 riders battling it out in front of him. He's going to try though. He goes round the outside and Rob Wilson is now moving. Rob Wilson goes right the way around the outside and into second place as he goes into this last bend. It will be the checkered flag this time as they come towards us. And he's only got Gary Jackson in front of him, and that's how it's going to stay. Gary Jackson gets the win. Rob Wilson does make up places and get himself into second. He had to work for that one. And indeed a tremendous result for outfit number 23. A tough fight, but he got maximum points. Gary Jackson and Carl Pugh, outfit number 23, take the win. In second place, number 24, Rob Wilson and Ian Whale, so they keep the pressure on. In third place, number 25, Colin Blackburn and Paul Whitelam Jr. In fourth place, number 2, Steve Smith and Carl Squirrel. In fifth place, number 184, John Hiscock and Gareth Bemister. The winning time was 136.14, 136.14, 55.83 they averaged. Tremendous scrap. And indeed, that brings us to an interval. So if you need to have a wander, pay a visit, then we'll be back with you in about 15 minutes' time when we'll be moving into the fourth legs. And then finally, those big finals. And as the excitement builds, we know that the riders that are coming out for these fourth leg rides either know they're in a position of consolidation, they've just got to get a steady ride because they've already scored enough points, or there are riders that know that this is their last ditch attempt. They've got to score well to get in, have any chance of qualifying. So as we go into the build up to the end of the meeting, can I ask you and remind you once again, please, no flash photography while the riders are out on the circuit. Race 22 it is in the program as they get underway. Neville Tatum, who's had a great ride already tonight, has got himself out in the lead once again. Well, as they disappear into that first bend and down the back straight, it is Neville Tatum that's got the lead. He really does look to be impressive form tonight. Can anybody else catch him? This could well and truly guarantee him a place in the final as he leads now, coming round past me. Denham is in second place, Glen Phillips in third. Both of those two scoring well as well. It'll be interesting to see whether they both make it into that A final or whether they will have to take the last ditch chance because there is qualification from the B final. The winner of the B will get the last place in the A final. But for the moment, it's Neville Tatum, Lewis Denham and Glen Phillips almost together as they go into that top turn. Lewis Denham all the way around the outside. A tremendous corner from Lewis Denham. He's got himself to the front and Neville Tatum must have wondered where he was coming from. Oh, that was a tremendous corner from Lewis Denham as he now goes into the last lap. He's got a lead as well, and indeed, Jason Handley has got in on the action as well. Jason Handley trying the same tactic, and Jason Handley it is that gets himself into second place. Neville Tatum, the early leader, is losing out to Glen Phillips as well, and into fourth place. The checkered flag is out ready, and it's a tremendous ride from Lewis Denham that gets him the win. Jason Handley in second, Glen Phillips in third, and Neville Tatum in fourth. 22 I should say, and what a great way to start the racing straight after the interval. First of the fourth leg rides, a win for number 81 in tremendous form, Lewis Denham. In second place, number 95, that's Jason Handley. Great ride from him. And third place, number 42, that's Glen Phillips. Fourth place, the early leader, number 25, Neville Tatum. Fifth place, number 215, Steve Braidford. Sixth place, number 21, Rennie van der Velde, and seventh place, number 94, Shane Colvin. Eighth place was taken by number 71, Phil Ashcroft, and the winning time was 127.18, 127.18, 61.56, the average speed. We quickly look down at the competitors for race 23. As they indeed get underway, that looks like Paul Cooper it is that's battling with, I think, number 7, but can't see them on there. That might be Jannick de Jong. And as I pick them up going into that bottom turn, as they come past me, I can confirm that it is Paul Cooper that's got the lead. I was looking for number 10, Jannick de Jong, and that is Jannick de Jong that's on the inside. It was the replacement for Joe Screen, number 17, Thomas Cooper, that was going so well in that second place. But Jannick de Jong has come through to get that second from him. So it is Paul Cooper the lead from Jannick de Jong, from Martyn, Sturgeon and Thomas Cooper. Those four have got themselves away from the rest of the field. And as we look to the far side, there's problems for one of our riders. Not sure if I can... So race 23 it was in your programme, and a great ride from number 11, Paul Cooper, taking maximum points in first place. Second to him, number 10, Jannick de Jong. In third place, number 17, that's Thomas Cooper. In fourth place, number 12, that's Sirg Schutzbach. In fifth place, number 47, that's David Durham. And in sixth place, number 19, Dave Mears. Seventh place, number 18, Mark Chilman. 126.48 was your winning time, 126.48, 61.71 the average speed. So we move to race 24. Kelvin Tatum takes back over from Robert Barth. He's gone wide on that bend, and Robert Barth has seen the advantage and come through on the inside of him. The two together. Well, what are they going to do? Are they going to push it hard? Is this a pre-runner for the final? We're pretty sure that both of them will qualify. Kelvin Tatum making the best of it at the moment as he goes into that bottom turn. Robert Barth, I feel, will probably just sit back on this. He knows that he's got 3 wins under his belt already. He doesn't really need to push this one because he knows that Kelvin needs the maximum points to be sure of a place in the final. He knows that he's got enough points to get into that A final, and why push it in the last of the heats? Stay there with him, let him know you're as quick, but of course Kelvin knows he's as quick as him. They've competed against each other so often. Shouldn't ignore the fact that Andrew Appleton is sitting there in third place. He's been picking up good points all night long. And as they go down the back straight, it's going to be exactly what Kelvin Tatum wanted. He's got enough points now to guarantee a place in the A final. We're going to see these two out against each other. As Kelvin Tatum from the UK and Robert Barth from Germany. What a great way to finish the qualifying for the international solo event. A win for number 2, Kelvin Tatum. In second place to him, number 5, Robert Barth. In third place, number 4, Andrew Appleton. Fourth place, number 7, Brendan Manu. Fifth place, number 6, Tony Svab. And sixth place, number 9, Mitch Godden. Seventh place, number 8, who is our replacement, Martyn Williams, and the winning time 127.41, 61.40 they averaged. In sitting in third place equal is 69, as Matt Tyrrell and Sean Yates, who go in 27, and number 25, that is Colin Blackburn and Paul Whitelam Jr., of course. Number 9, sitting in what is now 5th place. On 15 points, number 9 is Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. So, have we got anybody that can get in? Well, number 4 goes in this one, that is James Rogers and Mark Corser. If they get a good ride here, they could certainly be in with a shout. All up go this over. We have seen some good starts from this outside gate. That's where James Rogers is. They've all bunched on the inside of him, but he's still there. He's going all the way around the outside. He's sitting in second at the moment, slots back in. Well, as I mentioned, a good ride here from James Rogers and Mark Corser could get them into the A final. And as they go round the outside, it's Duncan Tolhurst on the inside, and then Duncan tries to keep them wide. Well, that's a dangerous tactic for Duncan to play because he's got 2 other competitors close to him, but he's got away with it as he goes down the back straight. He's still got the lead. He now knows that James Rogers is there and he's hungry to get that lead. Well, the change of position, indeed, James Rogers has turned it sideways on that bottom turn. Well, he stayed with it, he's alright. Simon Wall connected with him, but those two get away, and they're okay. But still Duncan Tolhurst and Terry Suter. No, that's Trevor Colvin's passenger. Rob Patterson, of course, that's on for Duncan Tolhurst. Well, they do look comfortable now, and Trevor Colvin sitting in that second place. James Rogers just in third place. He's got Simon Wall pushing him every inch of the way. And as they go into the bottom turn for the last time, the checkered flag is made ready, and indeed it's a win for Duncan Tolhurst. And I just wonder whether that's going to be enough points for James Rogers. First of the fourth leg rides for the sidecars, and a win, his first of the evening for number 74, Duncan Tolhurst and Rob Patterson. In second place, number 99, Trevor Colvin and Terry Suter. In third place, number 4, and that's James Rogers and Mark Cosser. In fourth place, number 21, Simon Wall and Paul Phillips. In fifth place, number 8, Paul Bickley, but of course number 8 is Steve Smith. And the winning time, 135.27, 56.34, the average speed, 56.34, 135.27. So the start of calling the riders in for race 26, and all eyes I'm sure on Rob Wilson, but there are some very, very interesting permutations to this one, because Steve Smith and Carl Squirrel, riding number 2, are on 14 points. They were equal with James Rogers and Mark Cosser. Now a good ride here could put them in a very strong position to get one of the last places in the A final. They've made a good start, but it's Rob Wilson that's made the better start. Colin Blackburn in all sorts of difficulties there, but he's back in fourth place. Joins the circuit back on the racing line and drops back to fourth. But all eyes, I'm sure, on Rob Wilson and Ian Whale. Oh, they had a very difficult ride in their third ride tonight, but they look to be back on song as they go round that top turn and down the back straight. Rob Wilson it is that leads. This will consolidate a place most definitely, and probably give him second choice of gate depending on the result for John Halsey. Steve Smith in second, Mike Day in third place at the moment. So I'm just thinking that this could work for Steve Smith. There are other riders going to be taking points off each other in the last two heats. And just one more lap to go for Rob Wilson before we know that he's going to be in that A final. Steve Smith still there in second, Mike Day in third, Colin Blackburn in fourth at the moment. So Colin Blackburn, who had such a terrific start, he's back in fourth place. That could certainly contest a position with Steve Smith. As the checker flag is made ready, we'll work all the points out before we get into those finals. But Rob Wilson certainly is going to be in the A final. Steve Smith finishes second, Mike Day in third, and Colin Blackburn in fourth. Guarantees a place in the A final for outfit number 24, Rob Wilson and Ian Whale. In second place, number 2, Steve Smith and Carl Squirrel. In third place, number 1, that's Mike Day and Martyn Smith. Fourth place, number 25, is Colin Blackburn and Paul Whitelam Jr. And fifth place, number 93, Andy Simons and Nicky Owen. 133.70, the winning time, 133.70, 57.28, the average speed. And this one really could sort things out, because there's a lot of middle point scorers in amongst them here. And a lot of the big point scorers come up against each other in that last ride. Right on the inside, Matt Tyrrell, then Richard Thomas, then Gary Jackson, John Hiscock, and Paul Johnson right on the outside. Now passengered by Mark Brewster. Oh, indeed, that looks to be a full start. Well, in fact, it does look like Gary Jackson has been the rider that's been penalised. He will be held 15 metres back. Now, what you might not be able to see all around the circuit is there is a light system as well as the tape, so the riders can choose to either watch the tape or watch the lights. At the moment, the light is on red. The moment it changes to green, away they go, and as they get underway, who's made the best of it? Richard Thomas possibly. As he goes into that first turn, it's Richard Thomas has got the lead, but John Hiscock goes round the outside of him. They sort themselves out and go down the back straight. Richard Thomas tries to get the drive on, and as they go past him down that back straight, it is John Hiscock that holds the lead as they come round that bottom turn. Chopping and changing in that second turn, John Hiscock goes wide, and it's Paul Johnson that's come through. Paul Johnson and Mark Brewster get themselves to the front as they go into that top turn. Gary Jackson has got himself in the second, and Gary now looks to go round the outside of Paul Johnson. Drives hard round the outside going into this bottom turn, and it is Gary Jackson, I think, that has just got the lead as they come off that bottom turn. Paul Johnson on the inside, John Hiscock is still in there in third place, and Paul Johnson again has got that inside line as they go round that top bend and down the back straight for the last time. It is Gary Jackson that now's got himself in front, and Paul Johnson has to drop back, but you can see that already he's under pressure for that second place as well. One more lap to go. John Hiscock does need the extra points. He'll know that as well as I do, and as he goes into that top bend, he knows that he could do with getting second. Oh, Gary Jackson started on 13 points coming into this last ride, so it could elevate him high enough. And Gary Jackson gets the win. Paul Johnson in second, John Hiscock in third, and Richard Thomas in fourth. To start trying to do the points myself, I'll leave it to the official lap scorers, but let's give you the result of race 27. A win for number 23, Gary Jackson and Carl Blythe. In second place, number 7, Paul Johnson and Mark Brewster. In third place, number 184, John Hiscock and Gareth Bemister. In fourth place, number 60, Richard Thomas and Jason Barry. Fifth place, number 69, Matthew Tyrrell and Sean Yates, and the winning time, 1:36.22. 1:36.22, it's 55.78 as an average. 55.78. Well, this is the last of the qualifying rides for Super Cup tonight. And next time you'll see them will be in the B or the Big A final. And what a position for John Halsey to take. He's on this outside gate. We've seen all night that these outside gates have proved beneficial. Will they for the final? He's got a chance to test it now. As they get underway, he's certainly got the drive on. It's a long way round, but he's done exactly that. He's got himself to the front. Oh, that could be a little tip for the final, because of course the top scoring rider will get the choice of gate. It's a big gamble, but it certainly has proved beneficial for a lot of riders tonight to come from gate 6 and get themselves in front. Meanwhile, Paul Whitelam is trying to have a go. Paul Whitelam on the inside of John Halsey and Jason Glennie, the two of them locked together, and they both go very wide. That's allowed another crew to come through on the inside, and they sort themselves out, and it is Paul Whitelam that's got through. So Paul Whitelam, who drove hard into the side of John Halsey, they sort themselves out, and it is Paul Whitelam that's got the lead. Well, Winterburn, in fact, who's come through on the inside. Now, the one I was looking for was Myles Simmons. He needs a win really here to get a position in the A final. And at the moment he's sitting back in 4th place. So will John Halsey fight back? He knows that even finishing in 3rd he qualifies for the final, but that might not give him first choice of gate. And as I'm sure that everybody will tell me, they don't really get the chance to think about all these permutations when they're out there. The best thing to do is just to concentrate and go for the highest possible position. And that looks like what John Halsey's doing as he goes down the back straight, trying to get around the outside of Rob Winterburn. As he teased him to go wide on the exit of the bend, now finds a way through on the inside. Oh, that was a terrific turn from John Halsey, but Rob Winterburn comes back at him. Well, that was close on the line between those two. I hadn't even seen the checkered flag because I thought that they had another lap to go. That race 28, it was a very interesting one indeed, but I've just had from the clerk of the course that I cannot give you the result as they went over the line. The result will read as a win for number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In 2nd place, number 48, Rob Winterburn and Tristan Winterburn. In 3rd place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Kevin Jones. In 4th place, number 9, Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. In 5th place, number 87, Rob Bradley and Jason Gill. No other finishers there. The winning time 1:35.08, 63.08 they averaged. Now, what about all the other points that were scored? I'm sure these guys have been enjoying it tonight as they get underway and all bunched together into that first turn. Typical to keep a motocross machine that's been designed for going up and over hills and things on a flat circuit like this, but they're making the best of it. Well, I do apologise for not keeping up with the single motos, but we've had lots of changes in the sidecar positions. There obviously has been a lot of conversations going on in the pits, and as soon as the supermotos are finished, I will explain exactly what's going on. And we have got full confirmation of the solo qualifiers. Remember that the winner of the B final goes through to make the last place of the A final. And for the moment, I think you'll agree that these guys are going to have one heck of a meeting here on the 10th of July. And Peter Boost, who was very instrumental in getting these supermoto machines racing here at Tunbridge, he was certainly making the best of it when they went past me last time. And the checker flag is made ready for them. Oh, close to the line, and indeed Peter Boost and Tim Gregg, very, very close indeed there. I don't know who the lap scorers gave it to. Wishing you to keep the results of the Supermoto, I can confirm that it was a win in the last ride for number 54, that's Peter Boost. Second to him was number 10, Tim Gregg. Third place was number 69, Andrew Phillips. Fourth place was number 88, Mark Hedling. Fifth place was number 34, Dave Burgess. Sixth place, number 15, Andy Norris. Seventh place, number 20, James Cawthorey. And 5, Dave Norris. So, what's happening with the sidecars? Well, I need you to turn your programs back to race 28 in your program. The result should now read as they cross the line. Win for number 92, maximum 7 points. In second place, number 48, number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glen. And in third place, number 48, Rob Winterburn and Tristan Winterburn. Now what that means, I'll give you all the qualifiers for the final, but what it actually means is that what we had down for the finals has completely been turned upside down. It means now that finishing on the same number of points and the same positions, i.e. the same results, these two that are in front of the line, Steve Smith and Colin Blackburn, are fighting for the last qualifying place in the A final. The winner of this runoff gets the place in the A final. The loser goes in the B final. So as they get underway, that's what they're fighting for. The winner, a place in the A final automatically. The loser, he will definitely go in the B final. But remember that also in the B final, the winner takes the last place in the A final. So somebody could have an awful lot of work to do tonight out of one of these two. Smith had the better of it to start with, but it looks like Colin Blackburn has gone around the long way and got himself around the outside. Steve Smith on the inside has got the work to do as Colin Blackburn right away around the outside has kept the speed on and goes down the back straight. Looking comfortable, but Steve Smith is still there. He's still close. Remember, there's quite a big prize on this one. If you're the loser in this, you've got 2 more rides if you're going to make it to the A final. The winner automatically into that A final. They get close, going into the top turn. Steve Smith is right on the back wheel of Colin Blackburn. He must know that he's there. Steve Smith tries the outside. Is he going to throttle off? Is he going to go the long way round? Is he going to stay on the board? He's gone really the long way round. Colin Blackburn knows he's gambled. He knows he's quick. He knows he's got to keep him out there as he goes into this pit bend. He's holding the inside line, but he's got to be fast enough and wide enough to make sure that Steve Smith really can't get around it. Steve Smith's done it! Steve Smith goes all the way around the outside and has got himself in front. He knows that this will mean a place in the A final. He's almost locked it up. Colin Blackburn comes back at him. It's going to be close to the line. Who's going to make it? Colin Blackburn? Oh, a tremendous sidecar race between these two. The line judges stood next to me. I wouldn't want to make the call. It was tight. It was tight. And the prize, very big. A win for number 25, Colin Blackburn, and of course passenger Paul Whitelam Jr. They've won in a time of 1:36.75, 55.47 the average speed. Race 32, Solo A final, qualifying automatically number 5, number 2, number 25, number 4, number 11, 42, and 81, and the final place will be taken as the winner of the B final. Race 30 in your program, which is Steve Smith has got to go out in that B final. I think they have decided to put the solo B final out first, and this one is all about the winner. The winner will get a place in that A final. There are, I'm sure you'll agree, some quality riders going in this B final. Some have made very, very long journeys to get here. They want to finish the night by riding in that A final. They've got a way of doing it. A get out of jail card if you like. This is the one, if they win it, they get that final place in race 32, the A final. Jason Handley, interestingly enough, right on the outside. Thomas Cooper right on the inside. I can see that we're still missing one rider. Perhaps, are we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you're right, we should have 8. So, who are we missing? Part of the fourth moved in the centre of the circuit. Jason Handley waits patiently on the outside. Remember, this is 4 laps. The big A finals are 6 laps. So, who's going to make that last qualifying place in the A final for the International Floodlit? Jason Handley's made a good start from the outside. Renee van der Velde is also there as well as they disappear into that top corner and down the back straight. Oh, it is Jason Handley that's made the best of it, but he's under pressure as he comes into that pit turn. They sort themselves out as they come towards me for the first time. So Jason Handley on the outside, but it is number 10, Jannick de Jong, that is pushing him hard, and Jannick de Jong has got to the outside, and as we've lost the rider on this bottom turn, I can see that the red flag has gone up, the red lights have come on. In the interest of safety, they've got to recover the rider and the bike. So, a tremendous start. They've got to do it all again. Always come up against new experiences. I don't think I've ever commentated in competition with a band before, but there we go. It's a first time for everyone. Don't think I'm going to be able to commentate in tune though. And I'm sure there's loads of you out there saying you never has commentated in tune before. So, line up once again. Will it be a battle between those two? They're on the outside here together. Number 95, Jason Handley, and number 10, Jannick de Jong. And as they go into that first turn, it is Jannick de Jong that goes into the lead going into that first turn. So Jason Handley's got the work to do this time as they go down the bank straight. And indeed the two of them are joined together. Jason Handley on the outside. And he's gone very, very wide, Jason Handley. Can he hold on to it? Jannick de Jong has taken advantage of it. I think that's Steve Braidford that's up there in third place. But as they go down the back straight, Jannick de Jong, after that mistake from Jason Handley, has taken full advantage of it and gets himself into the pit bend. He knows. Taking this B final. Well, we've lost one rider on the far side, but this really is all about that number 1 place, that qualification for the A final. There's one more lap to go for Jannick de Jong, the youngster, who's hitting the scene in a very big way. Jason Handley can do nothing about it at the moment. Well, indeed, as I was mentioning earlier, between Thomas Cooper and Steve Braidford, the gentleman that put up £100 for the 10th rider, I think your decision's been made because Steve Braidford pulls off into the centre green. Thomas Cooper's still going. The checkered flag goes. We know that number 10, Jannick de Jong, takes the last place in the A final. Jason Handley finishes in second. Number 21, Renee van der Velde finishes in third, and Thomas Cooper fourth in the B final. Program the Solo B final, sponsored by Jet Still. It's a win for rider number 10, and the prize for Jannick de Jong is that he now takes the final qualifying place in race 32. Second, number 95, Jason Handley. Third, number 21, Renee van der Velde. And the fourth, number 17, Thomas Cooper. 126.17 winning time, 62.29. So 62.29, 126.17. And remind you of the qualifiers. Number 2, he's having to work hard tonight. Remember, the prize once again is that a win in this B-final means that last qualifying place in the A. Number 2, Steve Smith and Carl Squirrel. Number 69, Matt Tyrrell and Sean Yates. Number 9, Myles Simmons and Kevin Woodley. Number 4, James Rogers and Mark Cotter. Number 74, Duncan Tollett and Rob Patterson. 184, John Hiscock and Gareth Bemister. Just wonder whether they have already picked gates in the pits. I'm anxiously watching to see where Steve Smith will go, because he did have first choice of gate by my reckoning. Matt Tyrrell has come out on gate 5. Myles Simmons, interestingly enough, has got this favoured gate 6. So I think Steve has opted for gate 4. Which is interesting, because in a big final he wouldn't necessarily pick the outside gate, but certainly tonight it has shown advantages. Steve Smith, I think, is taking the gamble, but they'll have to stay out wide. He can still get a good line from where he is. We want to see what happens as they get underway. He's picked from the outside, but Steve Smith looks to have his gamble paid off. He's come from the centre. He's got himself into the position in that first turn. He has got gate 5 and 6 Woodin, that Matt Tyrrell, and of course Myles Simmons, who is right on the outside. Myles Simmons gets through in the second place. It's all changed as they go into the bottom turn as they come round past that for the first time. Completing the first lap, it is Steve Smith and Carl Squirrel. They're certainly working for their position tonight. And Myles Simmons must know that he's had an extra ride. He's had that hard qualifier to get into this B-final. And Myles Simmons now is opening up the gap between second and third, but of course, really at the B-final, this is all about that first place. This is all about getting into that A-final. And Steve Smith and Carl Squirrel are doing it absolutely right at the moment. Myles Simmons and Sean Yates can do nothing about it at the moment as they stay behind them. This is a terrific ride from the old master, Steve Smith. Now the rest sort themselves out further down the field. All eyes, I'm sure, are on that front runner. Steve Smith wants a place in the A-final. He wants a chance. And Myles Simmons has now got just one more lap to do it. It's got close as they come out of that top bend. Myles Simmons will definitely have a go in the last bend. He's coming fast. He's going in hard. He's looking to the outside line. Will he try and kick Steve Smith? Will he try and come through and cut back on the inside? That's exactly what he's tried. But he's got a very old, experienced master in front of him who's done this many times before. That goes into race 31. They're first in race 29, followed only second by number 9, Myles Simmons and Sean Yates. In third place, number 69, Matt Tyrrell and Sean Yates. What am I doing? But that's Kevin Woodley, isn't it? Of course, riding for Myles Simmons. It's getting late, obviously. Fourth place goes to number 184, John Hiscock and Gareth Bemister. Fifth place goes to number 4, James Rogers and Mark Cotter. Sixth place, number 74, Duncan Tollett and Rob Patterson. Winning time, 134.31, 134.31, 56.91 the average speed, 56.91. International Solo A final, and remind you that it will be 6 laps for the big A finals. So let's remind you of the lineup for this international long track final under floodlight for the very first time at the Tunbridge circuit. Trying the line is the master from Germany, Robert Barth. He's taken this outside gate. Just inside him, number 4, Andrew Appleton. The next one inside Andrew Appleton is number 42, Glen Phillips. As they then come to the line, I can see that we've got number 25, Neville Tatum. Kelvin Tatum, in fact, is going to take that inside gate alongside Andrew Appleton. On the inside of him, he's got his brother Neville. On the inside of them, he's got Lewis Denham right on the inside. The only one I haven't seen. They get underway. Then Phillips pulls it up in the air, but it is Kelvin Tatum that's got to the front as they go into that first turn. Kelvin Tatum goes into the lead, and Robert Barth is chasing after him going down the back straight. Remember, this is 6 laps for this A final. Kelvin Tatum has got a lot of work to do as he's keeping it fast and wide. Robert Barth tries to come to on the inside of it. Number 10, of course, who qualified from that B final. Renee van der Jan, and was that a problem for Kelvin Tatum? Did Kelvin Tatum slow coming out of that bend? I do believe he might have dropped back to 3rd place as they check as they come past him. Barth is in the lead. Jannick is Jong, and he's got in the 2nd place, but Kelvin Tatum did hit a problem coming out of that top bend. And Jannick de Jong is not letting Robert Barth get away. Could this be a sensational victory for Jannick de Jong as he comes round that pit bend? Remember, he's 6 laps, he's already been out for the B final. He knows the circuit well. He's not letting Robert Barth get away, and he's closing all the time. Robert Barth knows he's got his work cut out. He's looked in commanding form tonight. Kelvin Tatum looks out of it, he's back in 3rd. The race is definitely on between Robert Barth and Jannick de Jong as Jannick de Jong gets closer and closer as they come off that pit bend. We still haven't seen the last lap round. Robert Barth still holding on as Jannick de Jong stays close to him. Can he catch him? Can the youngster really turn the tables as he goes down the back straight? Robert Barth, I think, knows that the pressure is there, but look at Jannick as he closes up going into that pit bend. He really does have a very quick entrance into this pit bend. Last lap it is. Robert Barth leads. Jannick in 2nd place. Kelvin Tatum in 3rd. Phillips in 4th. Andrew Appleton in 5th. And will it stay like that as we go down the back straight? Robert Barth is much, much closer to Jannick de Jong this time as they go into the last turn. Can he do it as he comes to the line? The checkered flag is being made ready. Robert Barth knows he's there. He's going to be closer. Robert Barth does it. Robert Barth holds on. A great ride from Jannick de Jong. The first time I think I can remember seeing him here at Tunbridge. What a talent. A great rider to stay with those 2 very experienced world long track riders. They both won it in the past. Robert Barth, and of course finishing in 3rd, Kelvin Tatum. A terrific A final. I'm sure a lot of you were probably tipping Robert Barth earlier on tonight. He's got a very rapid trip back to Germany because he's riding again tomorrow. But fantastic to see him here at Tunbridge. Always the entertainer. A great, great talent. Well, I've been patient, but I don't think I'm going to wait for these fireworks to finish. It's all happening tonight, and it's competing with the band, competing with the fireworks. But those of you that want to keep the results 100%, let's give you the official result of the A final for the International Solo. It was a win for the rider from Germany, Robert Barth. Number 5 it is that goes in 1st place. Number 10 in 2nd place, Jannick de Jong. In 3rd place, number 2, Kelvin Tatum. In 4th place, number 42, Glen Phillips. In 5th place, number 81, Lewis Denham. In 6th place, number 4, Andrew Appleton. In 7th place, number 11, Paul Cooper. 8th place, number 25, Neville Tatum. The winning time was 2:11.01. An average speed of 61.44. he's pressed the button too soon. Should this have been at the end of the meeting? Did nobody tell the man who operates the fireworks that we got a sidecar final to go? Is the finale of the meeting. Now we've got the sidecar A final. Remind you again that we've got the presentations of awards for the riders. I think you'll agree the racing has been superb tonight. It was an experiment. It was a thought that somebody had. Could we do floodlight? Could we do a floodlit meeting here at the boarding circuit at Tunbridge? We know that this track always produces some great racing. It's been confirmed once again. Some fantastic work has gone on preparing the circuit for this race meeting, and those of you that came here last year and saw really some horrible situations that were caused by the weather, I think you'll agree that it's all done good tonight. The track is in absolutely superb condition. The racing tip-top, and for the very first time under floodlights here at the action track, what can the sidecars produce in this big A final? They've raced all night to qualify for it. Who has got choice of gate? Have they picked them already? Well, the pit gate isn't shut, so we're still missing one rider. I can't see John Halsey and Jason Glennie out there at the moment. Don't know whether there's last minute problems. They've had a bit more time than they would have expected. Well, I just heard on the bits that John Halsey's not been able to get his machine started, so big disappointment for those fans of the Halsey camp. Very disappointed. They just phoned me from the pits and said they were trying, but they just could not get the bike started. Obviously, as always, there is 2 minutes allowed. The rest of the riders have now been called in, so we go in this A final with 5 riders only. And looking to see who lines up where. And at the moment, Colin Blackburn is being told he's got to be this side of the cones. Rob Wilson and Ian Well, right on the outside. Has that been, yet again, another good decision? Well, in fact, you might have heard the phone ringing there. It just rung me from the pitch, and you can see that the pit gate has been sprung open. It does look as if John Halsey's been able to borrow machinery. We suspect that it's going to be Myles Simmons' machinery, and I can see that, in fact, Myles was sitting there trying to get machinery set up. Indeed, what we want to see is all 6 competitors out on the circuit. And it does look as if Kevin Jones is having a word with the starting officials. He's pointing to his wrist, I can only assume that he means that officially they were out of time, but what we want to see is 6 sidecars out there competing. Kevin's now going to speak to everybody concerned. And we can now see that John Halsey and Jason Glennie have indeed got Myles Simmons' machine out on the start line. Well, now what Ian Wall decided to do, I really don't know. has Rob Wilson hit problems? Well, that doesn't look good. Now that bike has been working hard. I'm looking anxiously at Steve Smith. I don't know whether it does mean that they have now hit problems. And Rob Wilson will have to appear from the pits, so whatever the problem with Rob's, I don't know. Mr. Glen still doesn't look very happy. How I see, the other outfit has come out.
Simon's come out as reserve.
Well, I think maybe that Simon Moore had thought about lending his bike to Steve Smith, but it does look as if Steve's bike is working. Well, it's fired up. Now, let's look up off the line then, because we've got Rob Wilson right on the outside. Colin Blackmore next to him, John Halsey in the middle, Gary Jackson, Paul Whitelam, and then right on the inside, Steve Smith. Away they go, this problem for Steve Smith. Still chopping and changing as they go into that first turn. And as they change, you've got them sorted out now as they go down the back straight. This is 6th lap, remember, as they start to build going into that bottom turn. Well, there was a lot of coming together in that first turn, but Rob Wilson has got to the front for Whitelam in second. John Halsey in third place. That's how they sit at the moment. Rob Wilson and Ian Whale have been so quick tonight are out in front. Paul Whitelam are in the chasing position. They're in second place. Remember, John Halsey is on Myles Simmons' machine. He'll have to quickly get used to it over the first 2 laps. They are similar machines, so he should be okay with it. And Paul Whitelam looks very, very determined. Paul Whitelam, perhaps wound up by what had happened to him in that earlier result. Obviously there was a protest, obviously the result was overturned, and it meant they got into the A final. As they go down the back straight, they're closing all the time on Rob Wilson and Ian Well. Rob, who's been holding some brilliant lines all night tonight, isn't going to be caught easily. John Halsey knows that all the time that Paul Whitelam is pushing to try and get the lead, he could easily leave a gap for him to get through and nick second. He'll stay in contention, he'll keep watching, he'll keep knowing what's going on. As Rob Wilson has back pulled away a little bit, John Halsey now needs to make his own move if he's going to close on second. He'll be hoping that all the time Rob will pull Paul Whitelam wide. But they look as if they're settled now. As Rob Wilson continually firing flame out of the exhaust pipe. That's just burning excess fuel, so nothing to worry about there as he looks completely on song as he goes down the back straight. He's got this one under control, I think, as we go into the last lap. Rob Wilson with another good line around that bottom turn. Paul Whitelam knows he's got just one more lap to do it. Rob Wilson still there in the lead as he's closing up on that top bend. Paul Whitelam's gone wide. He'll try a fast line down the outside. He knows that he's got enough gap on third place. But he could go in very, very quickly in that last turn. I don't think he's done it. As they come off the bottom turn, it's Rob Wilson and the other one they do it. Rob Wilson gets it. Paul Whitelam in second. John Halsey in third. Gary Jackson 4. Colin Blackmore 5. And very, very disappointing for Steve Smith. A really hard night's riding. And I'm pleased to see that they finished. So let's give you the official result of that last race as it ended up. It was race 31 in your programme. It was the International Sidecar A Final. A win for rider number 24 and passenger as Rob Wilson and Ian Whale. In second place, number 92, Paul Whitelam and Kevin Jones. In third place, number 13, John Halsey and Jason Glennie. In fourth place, number 23, Gary Jackson and Carl Blythe. In fifth place, number 25, Colin Blackbourne and Paul Whitelam Jr. And in sixth place, number 2, Steve Smith and Carl Sproul. 221.09, 221.09, a winning time that averaged 57.05. So no need to rush off. Indeed, we've got the presentation and of course the beer tent. Enjoy the fireworks for the moment. And if you're not rushing off, I hope that you will be joining us for the presentation and the band afterwards.
The solos, Super Solo, 6 lap solo final. In third place, Kelvin Tatum. Third place, Kelvin Tatum.
Go. Thanks very much. Special cheers. All right. Do you want to have a chat? Or?
Yeah, Colvin. Third place, happy with that?
Satisfied. I made a terrific start in the final. I was leading after a lap, but I made a mistake in that bottom corner and I went too narrow, and both Robbie and Jannick passed me. But to be honest, I've had a bit of a struggle all day with bike setup. And to be honest, third place, I'm reasonably satisfied with that.
And it's been a great success tonight, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's so good to see the big efforts from the club and Paul Miller promoting the meeting come to fruition, because we need the Grasstrack scene to be, well, kicked up the backside really. We really need to get it going, so it's terrific.
Thank you much. Third place, Kelvin Tatum. Second place, he did it the hard way, winning the B final, Jannick de Jong. Won't go anymore. Won't go anymore.
Sorry.
Jannick de Jong.
He's having a rest.
Second place man, Jannick de Jong.
Well done. Excellent.
Johnny, we had to do it the hard way, winning the B final, tremendous second place in the A final.
Yeah, I didn't expect it, but I had a good start, and I was on the inside. I thought go to the outside, and well, I was in third position, and then Kelvin went to the inside and I was on the outside, and I had more drive, so I passed him. Yeah, it was very good.
It looked for the last couple of laps if you could possibly catch Robert as well.
Robert was riding on defense. I perhaps could have done it, but I'd rather go home safely than go into the hospital. So.
Second place man, Jannick de Jong. And your opponent, Super Cup winner this evening, Robert Barth.
Good job, mate.
Oh, he's going to go straight on there then.
Don't forget his garland.
Oh, and the garland. Hold on.
Put it straight over his head, or else he'll put his arm through it.
Yeah.
You ruin it.
Look, there you go.
Thank you.
Robert, can we get a quick picture? Thank you.
Robert, tremendous 6 laps, so let's put tonight to a victory this evening.
Oh, 6 laps was not a problem for me. Maybe 8 laps. Then comes the problem, and Jannick is rides nearly my back wheel, and yeah, I was happy the 6th lap was finished.
Did you know that the 5th and 6th laps he was very close behind you? Were you aware of that?
Yeah, he's much more younger than me and Kelvin. There is no problem for him.
Yes. He must make 10 laps before.
20 years before, I make 10 or 12 laps, was no problem.
Have you enjoyed England's first Floodlit Grasstrack?
Yes, I enjoy this day. I was not 100% happy with this long break, and the light was not 100% good, and it was, yeah, a little bit danger. Now I'm finished on first, and I'm happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, you winner, Robert Barth.
Good?
Okay, go.
Okay, thank you.
Gentlemen, first, second, and third, and
No, I'll come back up there now.
Colvin and Solo RH.
Lovely. Thank you.
First, second, and third, the Solo Floodlit Finals. Over to Jim for the sidecar.
Going in, Peter Goldstein, recommended drivers at the race and great racing tonight on what is a superb long-track circuit. But of course what we do like to believe is the home of English racing, 1000cc sidecar racing. Again we brought them back to Tunbridge, we put them on the floodlights, weren't they spectacular? A great lineup. I couldn't have predicted earlier on tonight who was going to do the winning. Well, one man that might have thought he was going to do the winning, he had to borrow machinery in the final. He's ended up third, John Halsey and Jason Denny.
Thank you. Cheers, mate. John, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, what can I say, guys? An eventful evening.
Yeah, well, it started off good. The bike was going good for once. It took us about all year to get the bike going, and finally got going, and we did a head gasket. But then when we had that confrontation with Mr. Winterburn, we forgot to turn the fuel off, so she hydraulics up for the final. But I'd just like to thank Myles, Simmons and Andy Gribble for lending us a bike. If it hadn't been for them, we wouldn't be up here now anyway, so thanks a lot, boys.
Well, indeed, I'm sure all of us are saying thank you because it was great to see all six out there in the final. But Jace, as good as ever down here.
I think, to be honest, I think the track today has been superb. I'm not just saying that, I do honestly think they've done a fantastic job today. I mean, if the burn-up's going to be half a good a condition, I think we're going to be up for a brilliant burn-up this year.
Well, I think you're right. I think we're all pleased it's going to be on as well, and it's nice to see that in the programme. But well done, guys. A lot of drama today, but third place, John Halsey and Jason Denny. Well, I mentioned the drama, but certainly we had a passenger that was very upset about what was happening at the start of the final, but I won't pursue that one. All I can say is that they've ridden brilliantly today. They had a disastrous start to the afternoon, but they've come good in the end. They're second, Paul Whitelam and Kevin Jones. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Lovely. Well done. Cheers,
Well, I mean, what can I say, Paul? Where do I start? The first race of the day spun it completely round to that bottom corner.
It all went wrong. I think I took the wrong tyre choice in that one, so that's what I'm sticking with anyway.
So wrong tyre choice, you changed your tyre choice for the second one, and then it was still hard work, wasn't it?
It's been hard all day. It's been a struggle. Everyone rode great, so it's been good.
Been good, tough final, and Kevin, I've got to bring you in because, you know, you were getting excited on that start line.
Just a little bit, but it's just nerves at the end of the day, innit? You know, you want to get the race over and done with as soon as you can, and you know, I was just getting too psyched up in myself, I think, really, to be honest.
Well, indeed, a great day's racing though.
Yeah, definitely. I did say to Paul when we went out the first one, you know, have a good look at the track. Well, I didn't mean literally, but yeah, we pulled it back and say, yeah, second place, we're chuffed a bit for that, spot on.
Well done indeed. Second place tonight then, Paul Whitelam and Kevin Jones. So as always, I will use the cliche that there is only one more place to fill. It's the one they all wanted to be in, but of course there is only one crew that can be up there. A big, big cheer when they went across the finishing line. I think they've got a lot of local support here. It was, of course, Rob Wilson and Ian Whale.
Cheers, son.
Hang on.
I love it.
Go on, Whiteley, don't pass out much food.
Thank you.
Well, I'll start with you, Rob. I'll get him as nervous as I can before I get a few words out of him. Fantastic night.
Yeah, it was excellent for us. Yeah, obviously we got a lot of guys around us that are helping us, and it's nice when it all comes right. It makes, obviously makes for a good night, really. Hopefully.
Well, indeed, a good night. But I think a lot of people are so pleased to see that you persevered, and now you're back on song.
Yeah, I mean that's again, there's a lot of good people around me. We ran the Suzuki last year, and perhaps it wasn't as good as it should have been, but we've stuck with it, and we're proving. Yeah, it's not brilliant, but it's as good as like, so,
Well, I think it was as good as tonight, a fantastic ride tonight, and I'm going to get a word out of you because, it's been quick, it's been very quick, but he looked like he was going to do it tonight, didn't he?
No, I've been giving him shit, sorry, all over the winter I've been giving him grief that he can't see the tapes go up, and I said, go get your eyes done. But he's proved me wrong, isn't he? He's done good, isn't he?
Absolutely, he's done well. Well done indeed. The winners of the Super Cup for tonight, Rob Wilson and Ian Myles.
No you then. No smile.
Yes, please, that's a great advert for please.
Cheers.
Well, Whitelam and Kelvin Jones, Rob Wilson and Ian Myles. And as they leave the stage, I'm going to say that I hope you have indeed had a fantastic night tonight because Floodlit Racing at Tunbridge, it was an idea. It was an idea to do it. I believe it worked, I think you believe it worked. Let's hope they do it again. You don't have to rush off. The beer tent's open. I now will let the band play. Can't believe I had that much power. I hope I'm going to see you again at the Grasstrack soon. Thanks and good night.